The second event of the BeamNG Monster Jam season takes us to the Triple H Metrodome in Minneapolis, Minnesota. It's another 16 drivers and 16 truck field and a very unique truck lineup here tonight at Minneapolis. Some drivers returning from week one, some with their first event of the season. We'll see how it unfolds in Minneapolis next on JRTV.
It's about that time, so put it up, let's get it on. Made it this far, time to show the world who's number one. Number one, pull it up to the line, let's do it. Let's do it. Anything in my way, I'm running through it. I watch the lights and my hands are sweaty. I hear the people screaming, so you better get ready. Yeah, cause when it drops, I'ma take the shot, rock the spot, make it hot. Cause it's about that time. It's about that. It's about that. It's been a long time. It's about that time. It's about that. Cause it's about that. It's been a long time. It's about that time. It's about that time. It's been a long time. Yeah, it's about that time. It's about that. It's about that time. Time. It's been a long time.
The second week of the sixth season of the BeamNG Monster Jam season heads to the Triple H Metrodome in Minneapolis, Minnesota. I'm Joe Rakuski, and alongside me in the booth, Trey Bardo. Trey, here we are at one of the most historic venues for Monster Jam action. 16 more drivers, 16 more trucks, a very diverse truck lineup, and some drivers that are returning from week one, but also some drivers making their first starts of the season here in Minneapolis.
Yeah, and what a place to make your first start of the season, Joe. This is a very vintage-looking type of track, and I'm loving it. You can see the double van stack, a bus stack, a middle jump, a camper. You got a little bit of everything here.
Yes, you do, and it's going to be fun to see some new trucks that have never been in the BeamNG Monster Jam series, trucks that maybe are just making their only start of the season. It's going to be fascinating to see these different trucks and some new drivers in new places as we go take a look at the 16 truck field and the drivers that will pilot them this week. First out, it's Travis Crampton in the Pastrana 199 and Nathan Stapleton Mechanical Mischief.
Brian Wilson and El Matador, Tevin Maxwell and Eradicator.
Then Nick Voorhees and Marshall Long, Chris Bacon and Bad News Travels Fast.
Ben Nowak and Backdraft and Zach Winkle and Devastator.
William Seaman in the Rolling Thunder and Noah Clifton in Jurassic Attack.
Evan Hunter and Captain's Curse. Noah Brady's in Scarlet Bandit.
Then we have Chris Jericho in the King Crunch and Matthew Burnett in Blue Thunder.
Anthony Hernandez in Maximum Destruction and Zachary DeLillo in Gravedigger.
So here we go, first truck out, new truck to the series. Travis Crampton back for the second straight week, but this time in Pastrana 199 had a very decent result last time out in Arnhem where he drove the Monster Dalmatian.
Oh my goodness.
That is a huge sky blue to start the 90 seconds and a wheelie after one wheel.
Yeah, that was a very good combination there. It could have been a little bit dangerous, kind of tipping the end of that ramp, but he made it work out well. As he hit the racing lane, it's been a little bit of beefed up. Nice air off of that. It looks like he's going to take it around that start car stack he hit off with, and it looks like he's going for a van.
So Trey, if you're Travis Crampton, right, you placed 13th of 16 in Arnhem in the Monster Dalmatian in the first event in week one. So you have some points on your board. Now you're back for the second event. You know, there are some drivers that aren't returning from the first event, so he's going to be getting points in both events this season. So what do you think the strategy is for him? Trying to go out here as he's halfway through the run, trying to get as many points as he can because he knows, hey, I'm going to be getting points not only in the first event, but now the second event as well, so I'm going to build up a nice points buffer over the top 24.
Right, yeah. I think that's the main thing, right? You wanted to finish better than what you did the last time you were out, but at the same time, like you mentioned, he definitely wants to get that little bit of a points buffer just in case he can't make next event, right? So I think he's going to really kind of push the issue here because in theory, right, he's got a little bit of wiggle room here. He can kind of risk it a little bit more, and if his run ends earlier than he wants it to, that's all right because either way, he's going to be getting more points. And like you mentioned on the guys who didn't make the show this week, he's got some nice air there. It's into the back side of that. Joe, such a little gap to hit, but he found a way to do it.
He did, and now he's turned it. Holy!
I think it's broke.
It's broke.
It's definitely broke.
That was a crazy move right there, even though it wasn't really a hit or anything. It was still crazy. The clock has expired. He's still trying to go on for the fans, even though the truck is broken. And I have to think that Crampton's just going to have to give up here. He keeps the body clean. Just a few mechanical things to clean up, though.
Yeah, that's I guess that's better. Was this? I believe this is hit right here. He somehow manages to stick the truck in the gap that you don't want to stick the truck in. Maybe a little bit of body work needs to be done right there as the hood wanted to become dislodged, but he was able to continue it. And luckily, Joe, it came at the end of his run.
Thankfully, and the scores are in 21, so it's a solid start to the night for Travis Crampton in the Pastrana 199. And now next out, another new truck. It's Mechanical Mischief with Nathan Stapleton. So the Buds are going out first and second. Nathan now on the Mechanical Mischief.
Oh my goodness.
Starting out the 9 seconds a little bit crooked, but he wants to do the complete opposite of what he did in Arnhem, because he went out at Arnhem, nice skyway right there, and got last place in the Monster Mud.
Right, yeah, so he's definitely got another driver with a big mindset here, is that he needs to do, like you mentioned, a lot better than what he did last time here. Nice skyway there. He's going to put the truck sideways, though, almost out of bounds, but somehow was able to turn it into a slap wheel and drug it a little bit. I don't know how he was able to pull that out, but it was a nice one. Joe, he's going for the double van.
Adds some nice air, and he lands on the down ramp and a little bit of wheelie into the next van stack. Nice combo move.
That is very, very nicely done right there. He's going to whip that truck around here, Joe. Still has 45 seconds left in the run. Nice air off that racing lane, which looks to be about, 5 times higher than what it was before. Oh! And he's going to flip it over, Joe, and I don't think he's going to be able to get this one over.
That is an uncharacteristic mistake for a longtime veteran, Nathan Stapleton. Been in the series for so long, so many seasons, so many events under his belt, and with 30 seconds left, he just flips over trying to turn around.
Yeah, it just looked like a situation of too much momentum and too sharp of a turn, and that's what ended up getting the truck over. You could tell that this dirt they have here is pretty tacky, as we've seen our first 2 trucks try to make a corner, and it almost tipped it over. But, Joe, this one definitely bit right there, and just not enough momentum to bring it back over, Joe, and it's going to be a short ending here for Stapleton.
Yeah, so that's now 2 straight weeks he's not filled the clock. First week in Monster Mutt, this week in the Mechanical Mischief, and his scores are probably going to be worse than what it was with the Monster Mutt. It's only going to be a 16, so Nathan Stapleton in danger of having another low result. And now we move on to Ryan Wilson back in the BeamNG Monster Jam Series, but now in the El Matador truck, and we'll see what it can do for this team based out of Texas. It's going to start out nice and easy over that van stack for the first hit of the 90 seconds.
It looks like, I don't know about you, but it looks like his tire pressure might be a little lower, Joe. You can see them kind of forming to the ground there whenever he lands, so that'll be interesting to see if that helps him or not. You can see right there again. But, yeah, he's going to have to go out here. You saw the first 2 trucks had an all right run. The second one ended shorter, so he's definitely got some room here to do something really good here. Nice slap over there. He's going to bring it to the corner. I don't know what happened there. It looked like the truck wanted to get up on 2 wheels there.
I think he may have fallen off the dirt over there where the dirt kind of fades away to the out of bounds. I think he kind of got down on the lower end and it kind of tipped the truck up.
Yeah, that was a very, very weird thing to happen there. He's going to go for this car.
Oh
my goodness. I was not expecting that to happen there.
And that's with 40 seconds left on the clock. And Trey, I think the car got him there. I don't think it was anything he even did.
Yeah, I don't even. I'd have to see a replay. Right here, it gets the truck up. Oh, the back tire caught, Joe. I mentioned it. The lower air pressure. It looked like those tires were forming around whatever they hit, and it hurt it.
Yeah, you called it, and that's exactly how the freestyle run ended. And for El Matador, Ryan Wilson, low score, 13 for Wilson in his first event of the season. It's not been a great start to competition here. Crampton still leads with the 21. Now we have Tevin Maxwell out. Another new truck in the Eradicator, based out of Pennsylvania, starting out the 9 seconds over the bus stack, trying to get a wheelie out of it, but couldn't. He may have just been scared of that camper coming up there.
I think that might have been it, Joe. But yeah, right now we're sitting at 1 out of 3 trucks being able to finish out the entire time right there. Nice slap with 1 wheel. Calm it down there, because if you tip it over, we're going to be 1 for 4. So nicely done by him bringing that truck back down. But yeah, Joe, I mean, essentially, right, if you think about it, hold on. All right, we're good. If you think about it, right, he finishes out the squat, he's going to be guaranteed at least second, you think, right?
Yeah, you would have to think, as long as he, you know, if he's not rolling around out there, right, obviously you need to make at least some sort of nice moves, but with how his first 40 seconds have gone, he's not lacking any moves for sure. So I think I'm with you. If he can fill out this final half of the clock with just something, I think he easily takes over at least second place, if not taking over the lead with how crazy his run has been so far.
Right, definitely. He seems to be the driver so far that's got the momentum going for him right now. Nice jump there, landed it pretty smoothly on the backside of that, but momentum-wise, he's got it going. Time-wise, he's probably second longest truck that's been out here so far, so that's a gimme to him. He's trying to get a wheelie out of that, couldn't get it, but comboed it up with the bus stack there. There's the wheelie he was looking for.
Tevin Maxwell has been in the BeamNG Monster Jam Series in the past, but hasn't had too much success, so now he's back, you know, he's going to be obviously moving around to different trucks if he keeps signing up week in and week out. So it could be, it could be a big season for him right there. That was another nice combination because the clock ticks to 0. So Tevin Maxwell, very impressive run, and definitely going to score him in the top 2. The question will be if he goes to the hot seat over Travis Crampton or not.
Yeah, so that's he at least knows by the end of this event he's going to finish above 2 other guys, right? So that's something he's got to look forward to. You see he's pretty happy about that right there. Careful with it. We already see one truck tipped over right here, but Joe, he's still going for it.
And this is a long way after the time has expired. That's a nice move.
I think he's going to end it on that one right there, and I would too.
That was a very nice freestyle run for Tevin Maxwell and the Eradicator. Take a look at the one highlight we have, and it's this one-wheel wheelie tray that happened right towards the beginning of the run. Almost sent him over. Yeah,
nice air right there. Was able to get the truck up here, and what caused it? Looked like the truck just started kicking off to the left there, which upset the balance of the truck, but he had the right of mind to let out of the throttle, tap the brake, and settle the truck back down.
And it's a new leader, 22, so by a point, Tevin Maxwell and the Eradicator goes to the hot seat. So a new leader here in Minneapolis as Nick Voorhees comes out in another new truck, the Martial Law. We'll see what Voorhees can do. He was the first truck out last week in Arnhem in the Donkey Kong, but placed second to last. So you have to think he wants something better.
Goodness.
He almost took the car with him as he does a wheelie.
That's the second truck now that's hit that little double car, whatever you want to call that there, and the car kind of stuck to the truck. So drivers are going to have to be mindful of that right there. But so far, he's all right. Joe, those are some very, very dark rims.
Yes, they are. I don't know if I can even see them with how dark they are.
I can't see them. That looks like they haven't been unlocked yet.
Yeah.
Those are just very dark rims, but we'll have to see what happens. They're careful going out of town. Judges might not like that, but maybe this season they're a little bit more, what's the word I'm looking for? Lenient on that?
Yeah, well, I was thinking if you get down there and you touch the stadium wall, we've seen in real life here at the Triple H Metrodome where they shut Dennis Anderson off right at the wall and never let him continue running after like 2 hits in a freestyle run back in like 05, 04. So, yeah, you don't want to touch the wall here because I think they're
oh my goodness,
they're strict. Look at that move. That was nice.
Hold on. That was very nice. Normally drivers try to clear that, but he decided he wanted to, would you even consider that? Triple combo, double combo. He's going to cross-thread the bus, though, bring it into the van stack. That was a nice move right there. The judges are going to absolutely love to see that. He's going to follow it up with another cross-thread. Oh, this one might not turn out good, though. Oh, hit the throttle.
Oh.
Hit the throttle.
Oh,
he's going to bring it. No.
That was so close.
It was so close, Joe, but just a little, maybe a gust of wind would have brought that truck back over.
Well, too bad the stadium is closed, Trey. There's no wind in here.
Right here, I mean, Joe hammered the throttle and was just almost enough to bring it back over. You're going to see here 3/4 of the way, and gravity decided not to.
Well, I mean, he picked it up right at the end of the run. Great technical run with some cross threads in the middle. 22 is the score to beat from Eradicator. Tevin Maxwell. Nick Voorhees is going to tie, so it's a shared hot seat as Martial Law moves in with a 22. So that's now 2 straight 22s. As new to the series, Chris Bacon comes out another new truck. Bad news travels fast. What we could do is he clears the double van stack for the first of the 9 seconds and combos it up to another van stack.
Makes you wonder how fast bad news does travel. Seems to be pretty fast.
Whoa.
He's facing the wall! That was almost really bad news right there, and luckily he was able to avoid it, right? But we'll have to see if he decides to calm it down a little bit. I don't think he's going to calm it down at all.
It almost looked like going to that car stack, his rear steer kind of stuck. And maybe that's what did it for him. I'm interested to see if that continues on or if that was just a one-time thing. It looks like it cleared up right there, so I don't know if that was just a one-time thing. Maybe his hand got stuck on the rear steer, whatever it is. It looks like it's fixed. He just crushed that van there as he landed on it.
All right, let's see what happens here. See what happens. Oh, he was good. All right, so maybe it was just a truck.
Oh, whoa! That was a nice wheelie right there.
Oh, careful with the tipping of the All right, he's good. So, Joe, so far, he has a little bit of momentum going there. A couple of moments where it kind of died out, but then he brought it right back. Oh, my goodness, that truck front end wanted to dip.
Whoa!
Yeah, the truck did a weird thing there with the car, kind of saved him, so good for him. But Joe, 15 seconds here. I think he might need something a little bit bigger here if he wants to take this lead away. As you can see, big hit right there. Nicely done. I don't know if the front end's a little jacked up or what.
He's had a very disjointed run, Chris Bacon has, but it's working out. He's getting to the end of the 90 seconds. He's going to hit the cars. Whoa!
Oh, my goodness!
He took the car with him, and now he's on the side.
Oh!
And it's, wow!
There it is. I don't know what all just happened there.
Well, Trey, that move started before the 90 seconds expired, so that save is going to count towards his run.
So that is good for him, but he absolutely threw the air off of that.
Yeah, the car.
He had 2 jumps.
I was going to say the car kind of propelled him upwards as the car went up, and look at what where the car ends up.
Yeah, and then he's just gonna. I don't even think he touches the throttle.
I think
the
he
truck
was
just
shut.
does everything itself.
I think he was shut down at that point.
Yeah, I mean he hit the wall there. That was incredible.
That was, and the scores is good. Time for third. Straight 7s with a 21. Not enough for the lead, though. So our top 4 scores are 221s and 222s as Ben Nowak comes out. Another new truck.
Oh, my goodness.
The back draft and starting out very, that was risky to start out the 90 seconds right there. I don't think he meant for that to happen, though.
I don't think he did either. Just not enough speed on that jump, but he luckily was able to recover. Oh, no. Oh. Maybe not. Hold on.
Oh!
Get it over. Put it back down. All right. You're fine. He's all right. I don't think this is the start he was hoping for, but so far it's working out for him, Joe. He's got hold on. He's not done.
Oh, my gosh.
Give him a second. Let him figure this out. He's going to get it. He'll be all right. All right, he's good. He's fine.
Well, Ben Nowak's first ever BeamNG Monster Jam start is not going the way I think he wants to. This has been very chaotic so far.
Yeah, I don't think this is part of the plan, but it's definitely going to help him in the score if he can finish out the time, right? So we'll have to see what all happens here. There's a nice little sky over there. Can get it going into a slap release. He definitely can. Oh, no.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, no.
And he leaves about 30 seconds on the clock, kind of similar to what we saw with Nathan Stapleton. So, I mean, he had a crazy run.
Was there any hit here where the truck looked stable?
I think that the whole time he was Ben Nowak was in trouble at some point.
Yeah. I mean, right here was a nice slap release, but it lined him up for the side of this van stack. He hit it, just nailed the throttle, and then the suspension of the truck. Oh, hit the corner of the dirt stack on the top of the cab.
My goodness, what a ride for Ben Nowak throughout the whole freestyle run. 30 seconds left on the clock about, and it's only going to be a 17 for the backdraft. Well, Trey, we're nearly halfway through freestyles. Another new driver, another new truck. Zach Winkle comes down the Devastator, but it's not been all that crazy of an event so far. It's still a tie with the 22 as the score to beat to get to the hot seat. We'll see if Winkle can find a way to move into the hot seat on his own in the Devastator and try and get a big score up there.
I think I want to say the biggest thing you need to do to have a chance of taking this lead is finish the clock, right? Make sure you don't tip it over too early, because I feel like that's been the biggest issue so far today. But so far, again, I think that's just one of the keys. That was a... Really, I think? Is that what that count as?
I don't know what that was, but he went down. He never touched the front wheels going down that down ramp. He just kept it on the rear tires. That was a nice move. Very interesting.
I don't think I've ever... I don't know the last time I've seen something like that, right? But nice slap really right there. That was very nice.
He missed those dumpsters, luckily, the advanced auto parts dumpsters. He's into the second half of the rundown. Nice air off the racing lanes. He's into the final 40 seconds. So Zach Winkle so far, very solid run, but he obviously needs to fill the clock, number one. But number two, you need to find some sort of big move, right? No one's really had the big move yet to separate themselves. If someone can do that, you think they could easily catapult themselves into the lead.
Yeah, 100%. I just think the issue is that the places where you have to not essentially set up the big move, but like a big save or something, there's just little to no room wherever you get it going, right? If you have a big section jump there, big sections there, right here, this could be the moment, but he's going to run into the back of the van stack, and again, Joe, just not enough room to really try to do something with these trucks.
Luckily for Winkle, he filled the full 90 seconds. The clock's ticked down to 0 in the middle of that attempted save. But once again, is it enough to beat that 22? I mean, I think he'll be somewhere in the vicinity of 22. I just don't know if he'll beat that tie in the hot seat right now.
Almost pulled it out, but the back tire just nipped the downside of that van and it tipped the truck over, and no chance of recovering it after that.
Well, solid run. That's our third 21 of the night. It'll time for third, but Zach Winkle. So here we are now onto William Seaman in the Rolling Thunder. Seaman, a longtime veteran, as we mentioned, to the BeamNG Monster Jam Series. He's been oh so good in his career. He's looking to pick up from last week in Arnhem in this Rolling Thunder truck. He's going to spin out those cars the other way. Huge sky wheelie for the 90 seconds, and he left his tail panel.
I think you saw what happened with the Baz New Travels Fast, and decided to hit it from the other side to try to avoid something like that happening. So good for him, right? But like you mentioned, he did leave the bumper there, but luckily it blends in, so I think it'll be all right.
So Seaman looking to start out and end out this run in a crazy manner like he has in the past as he's cross-threading right here, 30 seconds into the run. Whoa!
Hold on. Is he going to be able to pull out of this one? Didn't even get a chance.
Oh, my goodness. So William Seaman going to be a bad run here as he doesn't even fill half of the clock tray. And I don't know if he needed to do that this early on in the run.
No. I mean, again, another truck where they got himself in that little dip there, and it just upsets it to the point to where they have nothing they can do. And unfortunately, Rolling Thunder is on his lid, and it's not going to be a good score.
Yeah, rolling over. It's only going to be a 9. Lowest score of the night and the first in single digits this season. And now moving on, welcome back to Noah Clifton, back in the Jurassic Attack. So Clifton been with the Jurassic Attack for a few seasons now. We know how well trained this man can freestyle. He missed out Jurassic Attack last week, but now he's back in the blue one this week.
Well, we'll have to see if the old habit can kind of help him here. And so far, Joe, I think he knows what bar he needs to set. The question is, can he set it? That air is definitely going to help him do such a thing. But plenty of time, Joe. Either good things or bad things can happen.
That might have been the biggest launch of the night, going for a nice sky wheelie here off the back of the racing lane, and he tears off part of the quarter panel.
Oh, inflicted again. It's all right. Oh, big air right there. He's going to...
Oh!
Oh, my goodness.
What a hit, and somehow the truck is still fine.
I don't understand how that all worked out, but he's going to continue. He's going to...
Oh,
no. Oh, no.
Oh.
Another essentially a veteran with a rookie mistake, Joe.
Yeah, that is shocking right there as he leaves over 30 seconds on the clock. The only thing I can wonder, Trey, was something in the suspension messed up from that last hit where he landed on the bottom of the chassis.
It definitely could have been, but it's hard to tell. Like, again, I mean, Stapleton did it earlier. Now we just noticed Jurassic Attack did it now, and that's just 2 trucks so far have happened.
And it's mediocre score of 15 for Clifton. Very disappointing there. And now how about this? A driver who has been in both events so far this season in Arnhem and now in Minneapolis. Evan Hunter and Captain's Curse. He's been in the same truck both times. So Hunter is used to this Captain's Curse truck. He gets it again. We'll see if he can put out another very solid freestyle performance. As last week he finished 12th place with his 21 score. He wants a little bit better than that this week, obviously.
Trying to get Slapley out of that. Couldn't get the truck to go upwards. Going to combo it up with the van stack. Nicely done there, Joe. This truck seems to sit a little smaller, shorter to the ground than the other one. So we'll have to see if maybe that's the solution to get a good run and not go over early. He's going to put it into some donuts here. I believe only the second truck to do such a thing. So the judges are going to probably reward him pretty good for that. We'll have to see if he can fill out the rest of his 50 seconds to kind of go with it. He's going to go sideways off that ramp, and that was a pretty smooth landing for a weird-looking jump.
It was. Now he's into the final half of the run, so he killed up some clock doing donuts, which is perfectly fine, because as you mentioned, the rarity of them here tonight. Nice little slap wheel right there as well. So Evan Hunter getting out every move that he could possibly think of while keeping the truck on the track, on all 4 wheels, trying to fill out the clock. 30 seconds remain. That was probably the biggest error of the night. So Hunter continuing on. He has good solid momentum, keeps it out of bounds, and now going to the back of that, getting over it nicely. Biggest launch of that tonight. Hunter's setting up a run and try and maybe take over the lead.
He's definitely got it going right here. He's got to get a couple more big hits here to kind of give himself a true run for the money there. A little Little up on the nose there. He's able to settle it back down, Joe. 5 seconds left. He's got time for about 1, maybe 2 hits. Big air off the bus stack there. He's going to combo it up into the van stack, up on 2 wheels. Watch out for the wall. Settling it down, Joe. I think that's a good way to end out your run.
I think it was, because all that came within time. He hit that van stack right at 0, so that save will also count towards it. This was that save, that final move. The clock goes to 0 right about here, so he's already in the move. So for Evan Hunter, Trey, this is a run that could challenge that tie at the 22.
Question is, what are the judges feeling about it? We're about to see it here in a couple of short seconds, and Joe, I think I have a good feeling about it.
There it is, 23, so Evan Hunter takes over the lead by a point in the captain's curse. It's going to be a lot better for Evan this week compared to last week in Arnhem, as Noah Brady is back, but this time in the Scarlet Bandit for week number 2. So let's see what the Scarlet Bandit can do. 90 seconds landing sideways, but Trey, it's a cream truck.
Hold on.
It's a cream truck, so they're prepared well, it looks like.
We are, Joe. I just have so many memories of the truck going sideways off a jump that either one or both wheels come off of the truck.
Whoa.
Oh my goodness. We're good. Yeah, Joe, these trucks are just, I don't know what they used, super glue or something, but they seem to never fall apart.
Oh my gosh.
Again, they just seem to never fall apart.
Oh, here we go.
It's about, someone's going to hit it.
Oh!
What?
He got over it. The camper never even crushed down.
What? What did they put in that camper? How?
Is there cement in there?
I don't know, but I want to know what company made that, because I'm going to get myself some, because apparently if a truck can't crush it, nothing can.
Yeah, that is the best advertising that camper company could ever have.
Oh, careful. We're good. We're fine. But so far, the momentum has been pretty good, right? Might have to pick it up here a little bit here to see if they can be a true bandit and steal this lead away from Captain's Curse and just pick it up.
I was going to say, if well, that's a nice wheel right there. If Noah Brady, first person at that camper, that should score some points. The question is the momentum there? I think it might be lacking a little bit from Captain's Curse, but oh
my goodness, stuffed it into the van, and well, that's what's going to end the run for the Scarlet Bandit, and what a weird hit to end up ending that run on, right?
Well, luckily for Brady, only about 4 seconds left on the clock.
It doesn't even bend.
Oh no, it collapsed in a little bit, but I mean, compared to what it should have with a monster truck on top of it, that's impressive.
I don't understand how that worked out like that did, but I won't. I learned not to question stuff with these monster trucks. Watch this hit right here. Oh my goodness.
That is a sudden shift of momentum right there.
That is. Yeah, it's probably gonna be sore tomorrow, and the truck's gonna land perfectly on its lid.
Well, we'll see what the scores are. Evan Hunter in the 23 is the score to beat. Did Brady do enough in the Scarlet Bandit? It's going to be another 21. I think that's a 4-way tie, but not quite enough for the lead. And then there were 4, and how about this, Trey? Chris Jericho in the King Crunch?
Yeah, that's I'm not sure how I feel about that.
Yeah, so he spent his whole career, the prior, 3 seasons or whatever, in the Mohawk Warrior. Last week, he was in the Mohawk Warrior's, predecessor, the Escalade. But now there's no Escalade or anything like that in this event. He's in the Chevy Silverado of the King Crunch based out of Texas.
No, don't get me wrong. King Crunch is an absolute classic monster truck, right? Some may even say the Mount Rushmore could be on top of it. But just to see Chris Jericho win it is such a weird thing to think about here, but we'll have to see how he runs in a non-SUV type body.
Exactly.
Back to that truck body. So far, he's doing all right. Might need to build the momentum up just a little bit here, Joe, but he's still got plenty of time for the tides to shift one way or another.
It's not even the body style, but also the chassis, right? I mean, it's a completely different team, completely different truck. You have to start learning the chassis as well in this King Crunch truck for Chris Jericho. So, as you mentioned, though, this is one of those trucks that is up there as historic trucks, whether it be way back in the 90s or even in the 2000s into the 2010s. This truck has been around for a long time, and it's one of the classics.
Definitely. As you can see, the truck's kind of hold on. Let's see what happens here.
Here we go. Oh!
He made sure. Oh no.
Oh gosh.
No, Joe.
I think he's stuck.
Oh.
Oh!
Oh no! Get out of the truck!
Oh my goodness! Huge fire. Something has ruptured the fuel cell or something in that truck, and the officials are scurrying down there to get the fire out. But he's a little bit ways away from the wall protection, and they're finally getting down there with the fire extinguishers now.
That is not, all right. I'd be lying if I said that's not the first time we've seen. They finally put the fire out, thank goodness. But Joe, that's not the first time we've seen one of these crushed cars, crushed campers ignite one of these trucks up.
Yeah, we've seen it. In fact, the first ever event in
Look
the
at this.
BeamNG Monster
I
Jam
mean,
series.
What? I don't understand what he's spraying all over the place.
Yeah,
but
I don't know if he ruptured a line there or something.
right here and then just burst.
Wow. And
That's.
luckily Jericho got out of the truck in a very quick manner.
I mean, he had to go clearly through the window because, Joe, he's not going to be able to get out there with the camper underneath him.
No, and unfortunately for Jericho, he didn't fill the clock. Hell with a lull, only a 19. And then there were 3 back in the Blue Thunder. Matthew Burnett, we'll see what he can do here, starting out the 9th second with a little bit of a cross thread and a sideways landing, but last week in Arnhem, placed in 9th place, so it was a solid run about middle of the road. He's looking for a little bit more here tonight. Minneapolis, a little bit wheelie, but combos it up immediately into that jump. Oh!
Oh!
Wow.
He's all right. It's a built Ford truck right there. Built Ford tough as well. Is that he's able to continue from that. Going to clip the camper there. We'll have to see what he plans on doing next. He's going to survey the track a little bit here. Going for the red van stack. Nice air off of that. He's going to bring it back down. Combo it up into the green. And he's going to be able to pull right out of that.
Matthew Burnett had a little bit of a lull there getting around that camper. I think probably was just a little bit dazed from the hit he had before that. But trying to pick it up now and get back going a little bit sideways off of that. But lands just fine. He's into the final half of the run. So solid run so far. But to beat Evan Hunter in the captain's curse, it's only a 23 trade. There's 3 trucks left and we still have 7 points to work with.
Oh my goodness.
That was a crazy move right there though.
You can see him tap the brake and it set the truck down pretty roughly, but back on the all fours, and that's all that really mattered to him, right? Hard landing right there. He's going to combo it up in the back of the camper. Careful.
Oh!
Oh!
Oh my gosh, he just slammed into those dumpsters.
I don't know if maybe...
Oh, no!
Whatever it
He
is.
just shredded a tire from the dumpsters now too.
Alrighty then. Wasn't expecting to see that, Joe, but he's only got 4 seconds left, so he's going to just hammer the throttle and hope for the best. Flip it around here, Joe. This last hit is not going to count, unfortunately, there, but it was still a solid run from Blue Thunder here. He had a couple of moments where it kind of pulled him up, Joe, but I don't think he's going to quit till his truck's flipped over.
Still not. Still going.
Or trying to flip over.
Yeah, exactly. Still going for the fans here. Whoa, look out. There it is. There. Oh, well, maybe not.
No, not yet.
Oh, my gosh.
All right, I think that's going to cause it to end off there, though, and only if that was part of the run.
I was going to say, he's wishing that this right here is a part of the run because this is one of the crazier saves I've ever seen.
I don't even know how that made sense.
Huh?
How did that back tire get any grip?
I don't know if that was impressive, but the scores are coming in. 23 is the score to beat from Evan Hunter. He'll tie for second at a 22. Not quite enough for Matthew Burnett and the Blue Thunder. And then there were 2. Trey back for the second straight week at Maximum Destruction, Anthony Hernandez, and he has 7 points to work with. I don't think Anthony Hernandez has ever had this many points on the board when he comes out in a monster truck.
Yeah, definitely not. So we'll have to see what his plan is here, though, when the Maximum Destruction... Oh, my goodness, he put that thing around.
That was a crazy turn. But yeah, he has a 24 or higher he can get to get to the freestyle lead. We'll see if Hernandez can do it right here. He's landing sideways. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, my gosh.
That was one of the most Maximum Destruction saves I think I've ever seen.
Now, he's been shut down. The clock has been frozen at 68 seconds. He's refiring the truck, but it's shut back down. He's having trouble refiring it, Trey.
You have to think if maybe he jolted something with the engine or with the drivetrain there.
There he goes.
There he goes. He's all right.
Maybe
he just had trouble starting.
Oh my gosh.
I don't like this, Joe.
I hope that doesn't affect anything.
The motor isn't there, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
He's a front engine truck, but yeah, the fuel tank is there, and that's hanging.
It's
low.
Stuck?
It's gone. Oh.
All right. Well, he tried to go right back. Nope. And he hit the wall. Is he all right?
I think he's still trying to get back going after he was having some issues firing that truck up. I think he's getting a little flustered in there.
Does he know where he's at? The Maximum Destruction should do it. Did you see that?
Yeah, front engine truck tried to lift the front end up in the air, and it didn't really work out as well for Hernandez. But final 30 seconds, he had that big move, Trey, and he's had some pretty decent momentum and some more moves to add onto it as well. So is Hernandez going to be able to challenge for the lead here?
He needs to make up for that small moment there where they cut the engine off, and then he had the couple of stutters, right? So he's got 10 seconds to do such a thing, and if someone's going to do it, it's going to be him. The question is, what does he have planned? Full throttle into the backside of the MX hill, bouncing it off the red van. 2 seconds left, Joe. He's not going to be able to get another hit in here, but we know he's not going to finish out till his truck doesn't run anymore.
Yeah, so as the judges are tallying their scores up, Hernandez is now going to put on a show for the fans, and now we're just going to be left with the question of, was it enough to dethrone Evan Hunter's 23?
He's still going, Joe. This truck is taking the beating from Hernandez, so that's pretty impressive from that.
Wow.
But I feel like they knew who they had going into the truck, so that explains it already.
Oh! He popped
there goes
a tire.
another tire.
Oh!
Up on 2 wheels.
Oh my gosh!
Oh, they're done again. How
Well,
often is it that a truck can beat Anthony Hernandez?
exactly. Yeah, he's given up. He's like, this truck is not flipping over here tonight, but it almost did right here about 20 seconds into the run.
Right here, he's just going to slam on the throttle, Joe, and hope for the best, and somehow, some way, came back over.
And somehow the best actually happened for Anthony Hernandez. And then right here, this was well after the clock had expired. There goes the tire off of the bus. He clipped something in there that cut it, and then he does another save. But unfortunately, as mentioned, it's after the 90 seconds expired. So now the question is, was what happened in the 90 seconds good enough for the lead?
Part of me says no, but it could be a second place run. We'll have to see what the judges feel like, though.
They feel it was enough, Trey. 26.
Well, good enough.
And now all that's left, Zach DeLello, longtime veteran, but his first ever appearance in the Gravedigger.
All right. So, another Gravedigger versus Maximum Destruction freestyle win here, Joe.
Yep, we'll have to see.
How do you think it's gonna roll into the favor?
Well, DeLello's first ever time at Gravedigger, that could be something that throws him off. He needs to get used to the truck, but obviously he's a great driver. He's won events in the past. He's been so good. He's been on great freestyle performances. This could be one of them here tonight.
Oh, hold on.
Oh, no!
Take it back over.
Hit the gas, hit the gas!
Hit the
Oh!
throttle. It looks like, did he?
The tires never gripped.
Yeah. I don't know if, it looks like the tires still have power going to them.
Yeah, that was it. Oh my gosh.
Oh, well, yeah, they definitely still have power going to them. So, it's just a matter of, they just never gripped up.
Well, Trey, what this tells me is that Anthony Hernandez has just won his first event of the season in Maximum Destruction.
Definitely. I don't think they ever touched the ground. That might have been the issue. It looks like it was balancing on the chassis, and then it just never touched the ground. And right here, I don't know if we'll be able to get it in the clip.
No.
It wants to.
Yeah, 8 for DeLello. The lowest score of the night is his timeout in Gravedigger's first time out in Gravedigger. Not how he wanted it to go, but for Hernandez is exactly how I wanted it to go. A low-scoring night here in Minneapolis, but Anthony Hernandez with the 26 gets it done. Evan Hunter at 23 normally doesn't get you second place, but that's just what happened here tonight in Minneapolis.
Yeah, it's just a tough field, but still a second place is nothing to be too ashamed of, because that's going to be many points right there. So we'll have to see how everything settles out here as we're getting down to the bottom of the list. 8 points for Gravedigger, the last truck out. Definitely not how he wanted that to go.
And luckily for every driver that has competed so far this season, we're still under 24 drivers. So that means anyone who scored points this season, I think we have 21 drivers, they're all technically still in the World Finals. See right here, Anthony Hernandez with 26 points. His score tonight takes over the top spot in the standings. Chris Jericho there, Noah Brady, all these drivers that have done 2 events. See, Johnny Cox skipped out this week, but still with that win last week, up to 20 points, still in 5th place. And we'll look down through the points tray, and final thoughts on this event. It wasn't a chaotic event, wasn't a crazy event, but Hernandez found the big wow moment they needed to get to that freestyle victory.
Yeah, definitely. It was an event of being able to finish out the clock is what got you to it, and Hernandez was able to do such a thing with a couple of big moments there, and that's what ended up giving him the win overall. And overall, I mean, really, the points lead, right? So that just goes to show you, the bigger the score, the bigger the run, the better you're going to be set off.
There you see 22 drivers, so we still have a few spots left open for the World Finals. We'll see you guys next week on JRTV for Monster Jam from Houston at the Reliant Stadium.